Okay, so thanks for just your patience. So honestly, what's really important here is that we really take some time to think about what it means to have a fully booked business. Now, at the end of the day, to create a fully booked business, we're thinking about specifically what are the elements to have a fully booked business? So here is the truth about it. After running a marketing agency, a consulting business, and coaching other businesses from startups and $1 million businesses and even $1 billion businesses to helping them achieve over $4.4 billion in the last 4 years, these are the three elements that I have been able to source and procure so that I can share that information with you today. So here are the three things. First is audience. You always want to start with an audience. It's kind of like going abroad to another country where their first language is not English. You're going to want to speak their language, right? Like you're going to want to have that conversation in their language because it's going to be challenging for you to get your point across. It's going to be frustrating for everybody that's involved in that conversation because the point is not understood. So, when understanding that you need to articulate your audience first, you need to identify who they are, what is important to them, what are their pain points and their challenges, and their really concerns at the end of the day, so that you can then speak that language, right? Even their terminology, depending on the industry. Like if you're in hospitality, they say units, but they also say keys to identify, indicate how many rooms they have, right? They don't just like call them rooms per se, right? So in different industries, there's different terminology, and you need to be adept to that because that will impact the way that you communicate on their level. Now, the second thing that you need to do is to then articulate the message back to them. Now, a lot of times I hear when I'm speaking to different business owners and coaching them through that, is they're saying, well, I want to talk about my business. And that's great. You want to talk about your business, but leave that last because at the end of the day, when you have a problem, you go to a doctor, you don't ask them about their degrees, you don't ask them where they went to school, you don't ask them about anything. You ask them, hey, can you help me? I have a problem. Can you solve it? And that is it. And at the end of the day, on the back end of that, you may ask about, their accreditation, their certifications, and things like that. But typically, it's not really something that's in the forefront because of the fact that you're just in pain. You want to solve the pain. So consider that in your messaging. What I say is problem, 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 then solution, which means that you want to agitate the problem as much as possible and then you indicate how to solve it because you have an understanding of all of the symptoms of the problem and the problem itself and the outcomes of not solving the problem. And now you can present a solution that is negating the problem and the symptoms itself. Now, the third thing you're going to want to do is then go to the audience. Now, there are some strategic ways that you can do this both offline and online. But what I highly recommend is just talking to your audience. Where are they hanging out? What events are they going to? What organizations are a part of? And participating in those spaces. Now, I'm going to give you a key and then I'm going to leave you with this. The most important thing about building awareness about your brand as quickly as possible is to borrow someone else's authority. So, say for example, you participate in an organization that your clients are a part of. You're going to want to provide value, right? You're helping the organization solve a problem for their members so that they can increase their membership or they build some more nurturing or engagement with their membership. These are ways that you can solve a problem through maybe it's a blog post, maybe some content, maybe a speaking engagement, which is a really great idea. And that way it's allowing you to get that face time, it gets that brand awareness, that recognition, an opportunity to take some photography, some videography, engage, get some testimonials from that experience, and then rinse and repeat. Now, this is going to be the fastest way that you can build a rapport and relationship because people like people. And no matter how big the businesses that you're speaking to or the individuals that you are working with, it doesn't matter. People just want to be served as people, and they have different forms of status and importance in their lives, and you need to understand that. So, if you really enjoyed this video, just I wanted to just hop in just to share with you these 3 points so that you can really accelerate your ability to become a booked out coaching or consulting business Go ahead and like and comment, or just let me know what your questions are so that I can dive into those deeper. And I will see you later on.